Can you guess what estimation is? What is estimation? How many fish could there be in this tank? They're hard to count because they keep moving. You can estimate when you don't need an exact number. An estimate is a careful guess. How many, how long, how far, how much? These are just some of the questions you can answer with estimates. Estimating how many. To estimate the number of fish, start by estimate. Thank you, kitty, kitty. Keep moving. Thank you, kitty, kitty. Rocky said hi. To estimate the number of fish, start by estimating one part of the fish tank. Count quickly. There are about 10 fish in this box. Maybe there are a few more, maybe a few less, but 10 is a good estimate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good grief, kitty. Now, about 4 boxes this size fit in the tank. So 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10. That's about how many fish are in the tank. So if there's about 10 in this box and there's about 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes, then you can estimate there's about 40 fish. Where? Let's count how many there actually are and we can see if it's about right. So we knew there were 10 in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. 43 is pretty close. Estimates can help you compare sets. Emma's twin cousins are having a birthday. She wants to give each cousin about the same number of balloons. Which 2 bunches of balloons are about the same? Yum, candy. Here's a pile of 10 candies. Here are 100. How many are in this pile? Compare the piles. The amount is between 10 and 100. So let's estimate to get close to the real number. So look at the pile of 10. About six of these groups of 10 would fit into this mystery pile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can skip count by 10 6 times to estimate the total that makes about 60 candies in this pile. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Now you can check your estimate by counting the candies. How close was it? We're not going to count the candies in this one, but you can if you want to. You can pause it and then count and see how close it was. Estimating how many more. Now try beads. Which pile has more? Are there more red beads than blue beads? Which pile has the fewest? Jamie is making a bracelet. Estimate how many more beads he will need to finish the bracelet. Look at how much string is left. Here's the string. How many more beads will fit in that space? Here, we'll get close for you. You can pause it if you need to. Estimating comes in handy when cutting out cookies. Use the heart cookie cutter. Using the heart cookie cutter, you can cut 5 cookies in one row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you run out of space. The star shape is bigger. About how many star cookies can you make in this row? More or less than the hearts? 1, 2, that's your space left. I think it's going to be less. I think you can probably do about 2 more because this looks like half. And this is 2, so 2 plus 2 would be 4, and the 4 is less than the 5. So which of these cookie cutters will make the most cookies? The biggest or the smallest? The smallest. Now this one's biggest. This one's pretty big, but not as big as the crown. That one's pretty little, but that gingerbread man is the tiniest. Can make a whole bunch of him. Are there enough? To make sure I get all the words in. There we go. Are there enough? Who's hungry? All 15 children on the field trip want an apple. About how many apples are in this box? Count how many are in the first row, then skip count the number of rows. Will there be enough for everyone? Okay, let's count in the top row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And about how many rows are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we do 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5, 5, 10, 15, 20. So if there's about 20 apples and there are 15 kids, will there be enough for everyone? There will. Should we count to see how many there are total, to see how close we were? We estimated 20. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That estimate was a very good estimate. They were exactly 20. Estimating length and height. Choo-choo! Becky's train can't get to the station without more track. About how many more of these tracks does she need? All right, that's how long each one is, and that's the amount of space. So let's see. Here's 1, here's 2, here's 3, here's 4. About how many? 1, 2, 3. About 3. There we go. Mom says not to fill up with ice cream, but how many cones would equal Luke's height? He is about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He is about 8 ice cream cones tall. An ice cream pail is taller than a cone. Here's the cone, here's the pail. Will we use more pails or more cones to measure Luke? Guess how many pails it will take. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is about 1/4. So the little ones there are more little ones to measure the same distance, fewer tall ones to measure the same distance, or the same height. Estimating time. We can estimate how long something takes. Estimate how long it will take an ice cube to melt on a hot day. Will it take a minute? Will it take minutes or hours? Do you have a guess? I have a guess. I guess minutes. Try estimating something shorter. Jack just started blowing a bubble. with his bubble gum. Will it take minutes or seconds for the bubble to pop? I think, do you have your guess? Oops, my guess is seconds. You can estimate whether something will take more or less time. Eric made an obstacle course. It took him, goodness, somebody really wants to be part of the video. Move along. I'll pet you in a minute. Eric made an obstacle course. It took him 10 seconds to crawl through the tunnel, walk across the board, and hop the hoops. He adds a cone maze at the end. Do you think it will take Eric more or less than 10 seconds this time? Estimating is fun. There are lots of reasons to estimate. Sometimes we do it just for fun. If you make the closest guess to the number of jelly beans in the jar, you win the jelly beans. Well, they win the jelly beans. How can you make a good estimate? Think about how many would fit in a handful and then decide how many handfuls would fit in the jar. And now take your guess. Estimating is like a game. The more you practice, the better you get. Reasons to estimate: when things are moving, when you don't have a measuring stick, when there are too many items to count quickly, when you are trying to plan ahead, and when you can't see all of the items to count. Those are all very good reasons. Aha, how close were your estimates? On page 8 and 9, the first and third bunches of balloons are closest to the same amount. The first and third. Pages 10 and 11. There were 62 candies in the mystery pile. Our estimate of 60 was pretty close. 62 were in there, if you counted them. Pages 12 and 13. Jamie will need about 7 or 8 more beads to finish his bracelet. That was this one. 7 or 8 more. Pages 14 through 15. You could make about 2 more star cookies in that row, 4 altogether. The smallest cutter would make the most cookies. That was this page, and that was the smallest cutter, the gingerbread one, gingerbread man. Pages 16 through 17. You can skip count 4 times. You get 20 apples, and that's more than enough for 15 children. That was this one. Pages 18 through 19. It will take about 3 more pieces of track to get Becky's train to the station. Okay, that was this one. Pages 20 through 21. It will take fewer ice cream pails than ice cream cones to reach Luke's height. Luke's height is about 4 pails tall. Pages 22 through 23. On a hot day, the sun would probably melt an ice cube in minutes. Bubbles usually pop in just seconds. Pages 24 through 25. It would take Eric a little more time to run the course after the cones were added. Makes sense. Pages 26 through 27. The jar has about 130 jelly beans in it. How close did you get? That's this one. Taking it further. Look at the beads on page 12 of this book. If the red pile has 50 beads, about how many beads do you estimate are in the green pile? That's page 12. So 50. About how many of these green ones do you think would go in this pile here? You can pause it if you want to count for sure. And then it says, there we go. How many students are in your class? Ooh, this is a really easy counting one. Now use that number to estimate. Okay. How many students are in your grade? If you have about 20 kids in a classroom and there are 3 classrooms in a grade, then that would be 20 plus 20 plus 20 equals 60 children in your grade. Next time you are at the grocery store, estimate how long it will take you to wait in line. If one person takes about 2 minutes to check out and there are 3 people ahead of you, how long will you wait? 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals 6 minutes. You can practice estimating other things while you wait. Lots of things you can practice estimating if you think it's fun.